One DFG here. Hey guys, I just want to take a minute. I want to share something with you, and this is more towards the, I guess, the Christians out there. You know, those who profess to be believers as well, but mainly to the Christians because I think there. I don't think I know for a fact that there is a misconception about what's in the Word or what's in the original. Volume of scripture versus what shouldn't be in the original volume of scriptures. And in the original volume of scriptures, the original King James Version of the Bible included, there's some book called the Apocrypha. And one of the books of the Apocrypha is the book of Ecclesiastes. Not Ecclesiastes, Ecclesiastes. Now this book was written, or at least discovered around 32 BC. That's 32 years. Matter of fact, if you believe that the Messiah was on the earth at that time, he would have been 1 year old at the time that this particular book was being taught in all of the synagogues all around Judea and everywhere else where so-called, Jews or Hebrews would have been. I'm going to, just for the sake, I'm going to say Hebrews, all right? Because the Jew thing, we're still working on, are the Jews the Hebrews, or are the Hebrews the Jews? I personally, I don't agree that the Jews are the Hebrews, okay? I'm just going to be honest with you. But this would have been a book that would have been with the Hebrewic books, or the books that are in the so-called Christian Bible, etc., King James Version of the Bible, and all those other texts. So this is legit. This is more original than anything you're going to find in Matthew, Mark, Luke, John, Romans, 1 Corinthians, 2 Corinthians, Colossians, Philippians, 1 Thessalonians, 2 Thessalonians, Timothy, 1 Timothy, 2 Timothy, Galatians, the book of James, the book of 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th John, Hebrews, 1st and 2nd Peter, and Ephesians. This was before all of those books, and this is more legitimate than any of those books. But I'm going to read to you real quick from chapter 9 because, again, you want to know what they were believing? You want to know what they had to say about life, about relationships? Well, here it is. If you truly believe in the Most High, whether you call him God, I call him Yahweh, whether you call him Jesus, I call him Yeshua, if you really believe, then this is something that you have to embrace. All right? So let me tell you, let me read some of this to you right quick. Always mind, body, and spirit with Gideon's flight. It says, chapter 9, okay? So you know where to find it. All you got to do is Google it up if you don't have it, or you can always purchase it. Do not be jealous over the woman you cherish, and so to put into her head the idea of wronging you. Do not surrender yourself to a woman and let her trample down your strength. Do not go near a loose woman for fear of falling into her snares. Do not keep company with a dancing girl, or you may be caught by her tricks. Y'all know the pole dancing, all that kind of stuff, okay? Stay out of the strip clubs is what it's telling you. Do not let your mind dwell upon a virgin, or you may be trapped into paying damages for her. In other words, somebody saying that you have sex with her, you own her. Not own her, but marry her. That was their laws. Never surrender yourself to prostitutes for fear of losing all of your powers. Nor glaze about you in the city streets or slaughter in the desert corners. I don't know what all that means. Do not let your eyes linger on a woman's figure. I know what that means. Or your thoughts dwell on her beauty, not yours to possess. Many have been seduced by the beauty of a woman, which kindles passion like fire. Never sit at a table with another man's wife or join her in a drinking party. I think we all kind of know what that could lead to. Nor join her in a drinking party, for fear of seducing or succumbing to her charms and slipping into fatal disaster. Okay? Do not desert an old friend. A new friend is like new wine. You do not enjoy drinking it until it is matured. Do not envy a bad man in his success. You do not know what fate is in store for him. So them thieves, those crooks, evildoers, manipulators, cheaters, bamboozlers, all those guys, don't envy them. Because guess what? Their fate is not the fate you want to be confronted with. It says, take no pleasure in the pleasures of the wicked. Remember that they will not go scot-free for all of their lives. So karma. One day, they're going to reap what they sow. Keep clear of a man who has power to kill, or you will not be haunted, and you will not be haunted by the fear of death. If you do approach him, make no false step, or you will risk losing your life. So, youngsters hanging around with these little gang bangers, one day they're going to gang bang you. Just so you know. And I don't mean I'm that kind of gang banging, not that kind of gang banging. Well, maybe both. Who knows, right? Tell yourself that you are making your way amongst pitfalls or walking on the battlements of the city. Take the measure of your neighbors as best you can and accept advice from those who are wise. Okay? So in other words, get along with your neighbor as best you can. And if you can't, then okay. Just as long as you've done your best, sometimes you just got to cut them off. And then it says, always accept advice from wise people. Let your discussions be with an intelligent man and all your talk about the law of the Most High. Now think about it. Say, let all your talk be about the law of the Most High. So what is that telling you? That you shouldn't be spending time in gossip, backbiting, irrelevant things, silliness, petty foolishness. If talking to you, supposed to be believers here. Your talk should be about what is the will of the Most High. And trust me, the mind of the Most High is as far as the heavens are from the earth. That's how broad the mind of the Most High is. So don't tell me, I don't want to just be talking about the Most. Everything in this world consists of the Most High. Anything that is anything consists of the Most High. You just need to make sure you're speaking into it and looking into it with the eyes to see that Most High would expect you to see. Understanding, interpreting, communicating, directing, adjusting, fulfilling, okay? Sowing, reaping, all right? Coaching, teaching, loving, sometimes even hating. Okay, it says this, take the measure of your neighbors as best you can and accept the advice of those who are wise. Let your discussion be with an intelligent man and let all your talk about the law of the Most High, as we read. Choose the company of good men at table and take pride in fearing the Lord. So don't let anybody tell you you're a fool for being a believer. I am a believer, and if you don't like it, that is your problem. And guess what? If you ask me, if we get down to who's the fool, me or you, at judgment, we both gonna find out. But I tell you what, I'd rather have the insurance policy that I'm right at judgment versus finding out that you're wrong at judgment. But that's your decision, right? All right, a couple more, and I'm done. A craftsman is recognized by a skillful hand and a counselor by the words of wisdom. A gossip is the terror of his town, detested for all of his unguarded talk. So in other words, if you don't know what you're talking about, shut up. Do not get into conflicts and debates and you haven't did your research and you don't have a full understanding of what you're talking about. It's better to keep your mouth shut, do your research, learn, get the information, get your facts, then you have something to say. Otherwise, all you're going to be is a fool or sound foolish. And anybody debating with a fool need to always remember that somebody looking is not going to know which one of y'all is the fool. So don't waste your time. If they're a fool, if that's what you want to believe it. That's the way you got to deal with fools. Okay, that's your decision. All right? And if they don't have their facts, I'm not debating anybody that doesn't have their facts. You can believe that. I'll give them information. You can take it or you can leave it. All right, guys? That is your lesson. Always mind, body, and spirit. Gideon's Flight DFG. Hope you guys subscribe to the channel. Share this information. Hey, it is what it is. I didn't write it, so don't kill the messenger. Peace. Talk to you guys tomorrow.